Oh, good morning, YouTube, or whatever, you know, because I got people all over the world watching me. I'm like what you consider a big YouTuber in the handyman department. So, what I want to talk about this morning is when your toilet gets like this around the bottom. You see that gross yellow, crusty crap? Now, what that is, come on, autofocus, there we go. Now, what that is, okay, it's a buildup of dried piss and crap, okay? Because what's wrong with this toilet, it's what they call the wax ring. The wax ring, this is a replacement wax ring. What the wax ring is it goes in between, and it is exactly what they say it is. It's wax, that's wax, and it's a ring. And it goes in between the bottom of the toilet and the pipe in the floor, and it seals it. When they get old, they dry out and they get really soft, and sometimes if they plunge the toilet, it'll blow out the wax ring. Then when you flush, you get water that comes around the bottom here. You may even be able to see some of that water glistening, because I just flushed the bowl to empty it out. So and then alright, I'm going to flush one time, and you guys can see that water come out here. Alright, so I'm going to flush to empty the tank because I got the shutoff off, and you guys are going to watch that water come out there. See it?
Oh my God!
And then after like a couple of seconds, it actually goes back, because this house doesn't have a basement, it's on a slab floor. So it actually goes back under the slab, but if it had a basement, it would probably just go drip into the basement. And you're left with moisture that dries up, and it leaves that scuzzy yellow residue. So, perfect example of the symptoms of a bad wax ring in a toilet. Freaking disgusting. But I'll tell you, if any of you, are doing this for someone else, make sure you get paid good for this job, because it's freaking disgusting and it's a backbreaker, and you also got to stand behind it. So if you mess something up, you're gonna have to come back and do it again. So you want to make sure, and you won't be able to charge on the callbacks if you're an honest person. So you want to make sure that you really give it to them on your first bill. That way when you do get called back, you could say in your head, hey, I made good money, so I got a call back, big deal. It's the way it is. In the water, I don't know if this light's gonna help show you the glistening.
Oh my God!
So anyway, take it from me, that's all wet down there. And then it dries up, and talking hundreds of cycles before they realize there's a problem and they see this yellow. So the piss and crap comes, water, and then it dries up, more piss and crap water, dries up, piss and crap water. We're talking hundreds of cycles, and this is the residue that's left after it dries up. I've already got a really good video addressing how to replace the wax ring. So I'm going to annotate to that right now in a clickable YouTube annotation right here on the screen here. So you guys just click on that and it will take you to the video on how to replace your wax ring. Even if you're not going to do it yourself, watch the video so you know when the plumber comes, you know that he's doing a good job. But this stuff, you clean it up. When we have to take the toilet and turn it over to replace the wax ring. When we take the toilet off and turn it over, we're going to clean that up, that residue, with a razor scraper. We're going to use maybe, on this whole thing, we're going to use maybe 3 or 4 really sharp razor blades, brand new sharp razor blades. And we're going to be able to scrape that stuff off very easily with a scraper handle and the razor blades. If you're going to do a job like this, you don't want callbacks. So replace everything in the tank, fill valve flapper, supply line. Okay, so here's the old wax ring. You can see it's all decrowed and stuff, and it's just really messed up. And that is like dookie, okay? Dookie residue. And so we're going to have to get something to scoop that up. I've had my gloves on the whole time. I just took them off to take this shot. And then we're going to clean up under here where the new wax ring is going to go. Again, dookie buildup, and the old plaster bed that we're going to knock off. All of that's in that other video. I just wanted to show you guys what wax ring looks like underneath. So that's the old one, and this is the replacement. Let's hold them side by side for you guys so you can see. Okay, new, old. And it looks to me, because it has built up a dookie pile right here, it looks like that's the area that was weak and was spilling the water out all over it. And when it dried up, it made that yellow scuzz crust around the bottom. Which these toilets are porcelain, they're very easy to clean up. So yuck, man, that's freaking disgusting. Also, maybe a wire brush for the curved spots, but this is a brass wire brush. You wouldn't want to use a steel wire brush because it will leave little particles of steel in the porcelain and it'll rust and leave its own stain. So we want to use a non-rusting brass brush or stainless steel brush. So that's basically it. That gets cleaned up, and that's all addressed in this other video that I'm annotating to. I just basically wanted to like put up this kind of you know, with a title and tags when you got the yellow stain around the bottom, what is actually the problem, and then I've already got the video to address how to fix it. Alright, so Dino Pinch, Handyman Zone. This is a short little intro video to the wax ring deal, so you can rate my video. You can subscribe to my channel while you're here, because that's all I do: plumbing, electrical, carpentry, furniture repair, furniture assembly, electronics, and a lot of product reviews too. It's a good channel to be sub to. It's not, you know, some crazy rant channel or some goofy stupid video channel or something like that. It's actually a useful channel here at the Handyman Zone. So rate, sub, and the comment box is there. You know, it's for you guys. Any questions or comments, you know, I'm always on top of it. I answer my inboxes and stuff. So, alright, that's going to be it. I got my work cut out for me here. This is an hour and a half, 2 hours of underneath the toilet work. One thing I may recommend is that you want to keep rubber gloves on, because it's pretty freaking disgusting, you know. Alright, see you later, YouTube.